Hello, everyone, and welcome to KJL Art Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. And in today's episode, we had a pleasure of interviewing the talented artist. I always mess her, Nazje Chatman. I, she likes for you to call her Nas. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well, and stay updated on all our latest episodes. And again, thanks for tuning in. This young lady is a creator, passionate about showcasing her limitless creativity through Create Until You Die. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, she was immersed in a diverse artistic environment that ignited her passions for fashion and design. From watching family members sew to attending the high school of fashion industries, her journey began. After a period of exploring various mediums, she transitioned from repurpose form my this is like all together repurpose form my purpose repurposing old clothing to create until you die in April 2022. This evolution allowed her to embrace diverse artistic expressions beyond sewing and painting, photography, to experimenting with different techniques, overcoming fear and perfectionism. Oh boy, we got a lot to talk about. uh, I know, I mean, she prioritized sharing her creations. She realized there's no perfect moment, and now is the time to express her creativity and inspire others the same. So, without any further ado, we're going to add to the stage. How you doing? Did I
Good
put you up there?
morning.
You know, I keep calling you not. That's your name. Did I do it?
Nazje.
Najee. I'll be messing it up all the time. It's just like I'll be trying to pronounce it as it's spelled, and I'm so used to calling you Nas. This young lady I met at my and another friend of hers, I met them in New York when I was having my exhibition in New York a year ago. So we're a full year from there, and here we are, been connecting throughout this past year, and she's a very creative young lady, and I'm not going to do too much talking. But how are you doing? We have
Good
Yandra.
morning, Leandra.
Yeah. Good morning, Leandra. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. And if anyone has any questions, feel free. Uh, she'd love to answer your questions. We looks like we have another commenter
Hi
here.
there.
How are you doing? We're doing all the house. So usually when we start off, we always start off our artists with a like a quote an inspirational quote that they uh, share or that they kind of live by. So here's our quote here. Uh, I'm going to bring up the lady who this quote is by here as well. And so, I don't know why I get on sometimes and I don't put my glasses on like I can really see this thing right now. Hold on a second. Um, it, there are no failures, only lessons to be learned. Julia Cameron Arthur. So tell me, why does that resonate with
Because as I navigate through the artistry and the art that I'm putting out, I get really hard on myself when I mess up. But honestly, it's all about trying and the process and to keep going and keep trying. So, yeah, I'm not a failure if I mess up.
you?
I
Yeah,
get really down on myself, but at least I tried.
yeah. And listen, and there's no need for you to get down on yourself. I'm telling you right now. It's I've made many, many, many happy mistakes that turned out to be something that was great. Um and so yeah, you're right. And when I read on your bio about the perfectionist thing, like, yeah, don't get yourself caught up with that. Because it'll stifle you. It'll stifle you.
Yes, it
That's
does.
why I'm glad I'm a self-taught artist, and because I don't hear my instructor's head in my voice, like, trying to tell me this is the right way to do it or that way, and so I feel a sense of freedom, but I understanding learning techniques as well. So, Imma get moving with the energy. So tell me, how did you get started with art? tell me your art journey? Like, how did it begin? Um, and a little bit about your family life.
Okay. Well, to start off with my family, my family's full of seamstresses. All the ladies know how to sew. My grandmas, my aunts, my grandmas, they used to make wedding dresses. They made my great grandma, and then it was passed down to my grandma and also my aunts on both sides, my dad's side and my mom's side.
Wow.
That's where my sewing comes in. I really like sewing. I haven't sewn in maybe 2 years because UPS broke my machines in the mail. But I do enjoy sewing and I do miss it.
Yeah.
Okay. So art wise, my earliest memory is in 6th grade. I took my first art class at 113, MS 113 downtown Brooklyn, and I fell in love with it. And in 7th grade, I took graphic design.
Mhm.
8th grade, I don't remember if I was taking any art classes, but the school I went to, it was like split up into sections. It was a performing art middle school. It was like drama, chorus, dance, um, art fast. It was called FAD. That's what I was in. So it was
Oh,
split up. So I was just always immersed in creativity, honestly.
and go ahead. I'm listening.
And then in high school, I went to the Fashion Industries High School, another performing arts high school, very diverse. I learned how to sew at 15. I started sewing. We started on paper first, then we moved to clothes, and then I learned how to drape, how to make a pattern, just make things from scratch. And I really enjoyed it. Looking back at it, it was a really good school, and I learned a lot.
Wow. That's amazing. And it's amazing that you have that like bunch of seamstress in your family and that
Yeah.
down there. That must be really exciting. So obviously you guys must have made a bunch of things for one another and like a
Yep.
lot of clothes for yourself. It's like that's amazing, man.
Yes.
You got to take in things. I mean, that's a skill within
Hmm.
itself. So,
It is.
awesome. Um, so how's like family like? Are you come from a big family? Like you got brothers, sisters? Like how?
Yeah, I have four. Okay, I have step siblings and siblings from both of my parents.
Mhm,
So altogether, it's seven of us now, and we have a dog. I do have a big family. Um, my dad's family is from South Carolina,
mhm,
and my mom's family is from Brooklyn. So yeah, I'm just an American young girl
uh-huh,
here living the dream.
uh-huh.
But yeah, I have a big family. I always had family reunions, and that was one of my favorite things, just seeing them every other year.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
All my
awesome.
all my cousins, my uncles, my aunts. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize the importance of like family stuff like that. If you have that big extended family,
Yeah.
years go by and everything. So yeah, you don't want to be alone by yourself after there. You have a whole lot of family, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What I want to do here is really quickly. I'm going to show you Nas. I'm just gonna call you Nas. I can't help it. I want to call
Okay.
you Nas. I've been
That's
calling you that
fine.
for a year now. I'm kind of oh god. So um, this is her Instagram and her Twitter, and I will be putting these up off and on. And then we have, if you would like to email her, this is her email address. And last but not least, this is her website. So, how was it putting your website together? Was it kind of
Oh
challenging
my
all that
god.
together? Yeah, 'cause I
I
remember when
made
you bought
about
yeah.
I made about 5 websites by myself on my phone or on my mom's computer.
Uh,
First, I started off with Shopify, then
uh-huh,
I went to Square, then
uh-huh.
I went to this thing called universe.co, then I went to it was one other thing, and now I'm on GoDaddy, and it's just
Yes.
really cool to see that I could do all these things.
Uh-huh.
by myself with the skills that I learned in middle school
Uh-huh.
and high school.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. I closed down my Shopify when I first started because I was just in this thing like nobody supports me, nobody's gonna buy anything. So I closed it, and looking back at it, I really shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But it's okay because I learned from it. And now the website I have now, I'm gonna keep it.
Hmm.
And it just shows my progress, honestly.
Exactly. And you can keep building on the website as you see. And I'm glad you went with GoDaddy, as
Yeah.
well. I think somebody mentioned that to you. But listen,
Yeah.
we're gonna let you see a quick little video of what we're talking about. Some of uh, work that you did here. Look at this. So tell me what's happening here.
Well, I am doing my dot technique. I don't know when that came about, but I really like to feel it after it's dried. Like
Hmm.
it feels really nice. So I just do dot by dot by dot by dot.
Hmm.
And right here, I tried to put shells on a canvas and some embroidery thread, but they all fell off. But
Oh,
it was like a 3D kind of thing. It was
uh-huh,
pretty cool though.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is another
That,
one of your pieces here.
that's me just showing most of the paintings in my room. That was last spring.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was just explaining why I made it and when I made it and what it meant to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
these are some of my paintings.
Mhm.
That's right here.
You said you
Yeah.
like to. So what would you consider? You like to do abstract, um, figurative shapes, squares? Like what is it that kind of motivates you to paint in the style that you paint? Is it something that just developed or tell me about that?
I feel like I am starting to develop a signature style. I feel like it's definitely abstract for sure. Like sometimes I just like doing that with the paintbrush or with the paint. Just when I'm doing that, I'm usually feeling something that's deeper and I can't really explain it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I feel like it's definitely some abstract over
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Definitely. And
Yeah,
I really like texture.
uh-huh.
I love to incorporate texture. I let people touch my art sometimes.
Mhm,
I think that's a fun part about it.
mhm.
That's why I do those dots and I glue things on sometimes just so you can like feel it. Like this right here. This is a broken bracelet. This is some denim. Some denim I painted over. This one,
Can you pull it up closer? Can you pick the
yeah,
picture up, pull it up closer to the camera?
yeah.
Kind of get an idea of what you're talking about as far as like texture and things, like bring it up to. Yeah,
This is
okay,
a
I see.
broken bracelet. Wait,
Huh?
this too. This was a part of it. This is some denim that I painted over.
Uh-huh.
And you see like the dots I was talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Um, look at this one. This one is I put a T-shirt on here.
Okay.
Like it looks kind of like it's coming out the
Mhm.
canvas, and then I did
Wow,
some strips. Yeah.
that's nice. So, so, so you feel you're in the stage of continuously developing a style, um, and everything. And
Yeah.
you're 22 right now, so you're still at an early age and doing this. Just imagine where you'll be at when you hit the old age of
Yeah.
God. Oh my God, I'm old. But anyway, that's cool. So, do you mainly like, as far as the paint, like always doing mixed media, or do you do just straight? And do you use acrylic or oil? Like, do you like oil, acrylic, watercolors?
I like to dibble and dabble. I've only worked with oil paint one time. It was pretty tricky.
Mhm.
And it's really strong, the smell. But I mostly use acrylic and then I'll add something else like something I could touch and feel.
Mhm.
1 second. I'll show you the oil
Okay.
part.
And while she goes away, DeAndre Robinson. Oh my God, this is so nice. Yes, it is. It's nice, and I'm so happy for her. And you're also saying I'm proud of her. I am too. I met this lady a year ago, young lady,
Thank you.
and
Okay.
I've seen her growth in that year's time, and it's moving at a great pace. I'm very proud of her as well. Oh yeah, I like
That's
this right here.
that's oil.
Hmm. What do you
And
tend to like to work with better, the oil or the acrylic? 'Cause obviously the oil takes forever to dry.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I like to use acrylic more, but
Uh-huh.
the oil paint to me mixes way better,
Yeah, it does. It does.
and it's
And
so smooth.
yep. Listen and look, and you have the writing on the top on there. I like the way that you have the writing and you have the paint on there. And I like the expressive nature and that pink going over those letters looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This this was the definition of emotion.
Hmm.
'Cause I was feeling something really strongly,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to remind myself that they pass.
Hmm. Okay.
I made this in the summertime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just use what I have in my room usually.
Yes.
I'll ask my mom if she has like something she's throwing out that I can paint on.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
using what I got
When is the best time you like to create? Are you have any particular times to create throughout the day, or um,
at night.
you do what now?
At nighttime.
Night? Oh, you do it at night. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So me too. I like it in the night too because it's like it's quiet. And I feel like I'm in
Yeah.
with nature. One thing I meant to ask my subscribers right now was like, do you like my haircut? I cut my hair off, man.
He got
I don't
his
know what I
hair.
was doing, and it ain't even no midlife crisis that I was going through. I just decided to cut my freaking hair off, and now I'm like, oh man, I like my little twirly things. I, my hair grows pretty fast, so don't worry, it'll be back. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if I should have cut my hair. But anyway, okay, and we see we have. Listen, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Mur
It's
Love
a mare.
uh, said so hard,
Thank you.
and then we have Ollie Charles. Her work makes you want to touch
Oh,
it.
thank
Mission
you.
is accomplished. See what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm going
Thank you,
for.
Ollie. Yes. So, um, so again, like me, I like working, too, as well in like 3 hours of the morning because I'm telling you, I just feel like it's so quiet and I'm so focused, and everything. Now, you do have an inspiration as an artist that we talked about as well. And I'm probably gonna butcher
Yeah.
her name too. I'm about to put it up here. I was talking about her too. Listen, I'm not an etymologist, okay? I'm an artist doing interviews, so some names that I never heard of before. I am sorry. But anyway, okay, so you have let's get her up here. I want to make sure I pull up the right page. And you could tell her who the name is. And I'll just put her picture up here because you can pronounce it.
Nayoi Kusama.
So Nayo Kusama is
Yayoi.
but this is it right here. So this lady right here, and I've seen her work too. It's amazing. She uses a lot of similar to what
Yeah.
like you're doing there, and see how she takes. It's almost like quilting and design and design.
Yeah.
And this was one I saw of hers too. And the beautiful thing about it, and I see why you are attracted to this or inspired by her because of she would do the artwork, the installations, the fashion,
Yeah.
all of those things. And so, what a
Yeah.
great artist to be inspired by. And it's amazing because you're actually really our first woman on here for Women's History Month. I did have some lined up here, so you're kicking off Women's History Month actually for us, so which is cool. And we're going to have our woman artist of the day towards the end. The artist that I picked as our woman artist of the day, but that is her inspirational artist. Uh, okay, okay. So when you created your website, um, what did you decide to on your website? And you all can visit it. I'm going to put it back up here. Um, but are you selling products on there, or are you just strictly selling original?
I am selling originals. I am selling logo hoodies.
And why don't you
My
show?
Createuntilyoudie logo hoodies. I have one on right now too.
Yeah. So your logo is I'm gonna put it up on the screen too. She has a logo, and you put those on your hoodie, right? I really like the way
Yes.
you circled that. Create until you die, create until you die. How did you come up with that slogan? And I'm gonna look at those real quick, but I also want to know how you came up with that slogan.
Okay. Well, here it is in physical.
Uh huh.
Um, I came up with that name. I just explained to somebody that it just came to me because I was just in a period of creating. I was doing painting. I was spray painting on my clothes. I was trying to spray paint the back of the hoodies. I was taking pictures. I was making bikinis,
Uh
and I was like, I really like making stuff with my hands. And at first, I was gonna name it "Never Stop Creating," just as a reminder to myself.
huh.
And I was like, I don't really like that. And then one day I came home from work. I was sketching out ideas and names, and then I had never stopped creating in a spiral, and I don't know, it just came to me. Honestly,
And that
honestly,
it happens like that sometimes. It's not really all that complicated at times.
yeah, it's not.
Uh, yeah. So when you when you are creating your artwork, do you do commissions? That was a question I'm gonna ask you about commissions. Well,
I do not.
got any commissions, or would you take commissions if someone asked for 'em?
I haven't thought about taking commissions just yet.
Mhm. Are you a little nervous about doing it?
Yes,
And it
yes,
is because people have certain expectations, and sometimes they'll come to you and say, "Oh, can bring you a picture? Can you paint me a picture like this?" And then I go say, "Nah, you need to go call that artist that made that picture and ask them to paint it because that's the way they paint." And so you
yeah,
got to be careful with commissions because sometimes people want you to paint the way another artist does, as opposed to just go
hmm
ask that artist.
yes,
Want that a picture painted like that, and maybe that artist will paint that a picture for you like that. So, yeah, that's a little tricky to commission.
it is. And I just learned that if I feel like it's a no, then I can't do it, and I'll try to refer you to someone else.
Let me ask you this: how has social media helped you with your art? Because obviously we know, and I got to keep thinking to look up. I have two cameras going, and I'm looking at the one screen, and I have another screen up top. And so when I'm looking, I'm talking to you at this one, so it looks like I'm looking down, and I actually looking up this way. So I got to remember. So don't get
Okay.
everybody. So go ahead, finish what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, social media I feel like has helped me a lot. Even though I feel like I don't I'm not as consistent posting, which I'm getting better at. I feel like it definitely helps people know who I am and what I do and what I have to offer. It's definitely a tool. Like right now, I'm only on Instagram and Twitter, but I will be making a TikTok soon. It's just like sometimes using too many platforms gets me overwhelmed. So I just stop everything,
Mhm.
which I shouldn't. And I should be posting every day or every other day, just promoting myself. That's something I struggle with, just promoting myself and what I do.
One of
But
the
it's
easy
definitely helps.
one of the things I can give you, like for some advice on posting, is do you know that I post often, and a person people may think that I'm posting every 5 minutes, but I'm
Mhm.
not because what happens is I schedule my posts. I pick one day
Ah,
and I make advertisement and posts for the entire week. And then I schedule them. And then they automatically pop up themselves. And then I can just go back and forth and check them. So use the option of scheduling your posts and do a bunch at one time when you're in that creative mode, when you're in that mode of doing your marketing. That's when you put all those things together and then just get a bunch of them together. And then you can just plug them in and let them pop up on their own. And you don't have to necessarily do it every day, but but you should check every day. to
Yes.
see,
Thank you.
because it really does make a difference. Um, and you have like your separate page and all those things. You got to keep pushing those things,
Yes.
because the more you do it, the better it's going to be for you. Um, have you participated in any like group shows or exhibitions recently?
In January 6th, I was showing some art at a hood style function in New York. And there were other artists there, other vendors. Um, I started showing my art publicly June 2022. Oh, look at that. That was like one of the first pieces I made on wood. I had dreads too. You could
Yeah, I
tell that
see.
was old.
They look pretty cool though.
Thank
Dude,
you.
I was trying to get some dreadlocks. Mine was I was dreading to lock them. But so I'm gonna show a few of your pieces. Here's another
2020.
pieces here, and I
That
like.
was during quarantine.
And it's like you have in a lot of your art have free flowing lines. And who's this gentleman there?
That's my stepdad. I gave that piece to him, and he loves it.
Oh, okay. Hey, stepdad. How you doing? All right, here we go. And here's another one of your pieces here. Tell me about this piece.
More lines. Well, this is called Face It because I see some faces in there. I'm not sure if anybody else sees faces, but if you look there, you see those letters on. I was writing a letter
Hmm.
and I ripped it off and I glued it on to the acrylic paint. There's acrylic paint and puff paint on there.
Hmm.
That green goes in the dark, and the the outer, I don't know the word, the outer layer. I just took the paintbrush and just like that. Yeah, I was sad when I made that one, honestly.
Uh, okay.
And that painting just helps keep my emotions, honestly, get them out.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
and this one right here got a little bit more, energy to it, a little bit more vibrant colors. So what about
And
this
that one is called Forgive.
one? Mhm.
I was
Forgive.
forgive without the E.
Okay.
That was just a message to myself because I was grieving during that time that I made that. I was actually down south with my grandma. I was living with her for a little bit,
Okay.
taking care of her because she got knee surgery. And I was painting so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, listen, we're going to go back and we're going to look at another one of your videos of your creating. And listen, everyone, while the video's playing, I'm going to put up her social media again. Please follow her on all her forms of social media. And this is a lovely young lady, and I'm going to put another one. Awesome. Is my music a little bit too loud?
No.
Okay, I was trying to get a little bit of a little funky beat back. So that was you there creating one of the hoodies right there, and
Yeah.
other thing on there. And I got another one on here. I'm not sure if it's on the hoodie on this one too. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh, we went upside down on this. This is still good. That's so cool. So we get to see some more of her work. This must have been when you were at one of the exhibitions. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Those are nice. Wow. I saw you had something on there, work with sixth graders, and then
Oh,
you had to hand things on there. How did that come about? Go ahead.
the sixth grade picture, my mom sent me some of my sketches from sixth grade. I don't know how she found it, maybe on her Facebook. But I like that I don't have any of my stuff from like the past,
Wow.
but at least it's documented. Some of it is documented on the pictures.
Uh,
And the hand, we all have hands, we all have magic. These are our magic tools. And we all can make something.
yes,
That's
absolutely.
basically what the hand was symbolizing.
Okay, listen, folks, we're gonna do this is our midway point about here, and we're gonna do a little shameless advertisement for ourselves. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. And so a plug from KJL Art Sanctuary, your sponsor.
While we proudly showcase the original artwork of artist Kenneth J. Lewis Sr., we also offer an array of other products to complement your artistic interests. From charming coffee mugs and elegant note cards to stunning prints and captivating published books, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Be sure to explore our diverse selection. As a token of appreciation, we're delighted to offer you a special discount. Simply click the link in the description and use promo code KJL10 at checkout to receive a generous 10% off your order. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders totaling $50 or more. It's our way of saying thank you for supporting our passion for artistry. Start browsing now and enhance your collection with our unique offerings. We can't wait to see what catches your eye. Hashtag grateful, hashtag much love.
Okay, we're right back. So, and let me put up your social media. We want them to follow you. So here we have on Instagram, Create Until You Die. On Twitter, Create Until You Die. Her email, createuntilyoudie@gmail.com. And the website is createuntilyoudie.com. I know I got Co on there.
It is cool.
Oh, yours is Co?
Mhm.
All right. Learning something new every day. All right. So let me get to the next one. Do you have do you like when you're creating and like I know you have your inspiration from the lady and everything, but do you have to be motivated? Like how do you get motivated to paint for the course of the day? Like how do you deal with like those slumps when you feel like I don't know if I'm gonna paint
Mm.
this? Like what is it that keeps you moving?
When I'm in a creative slump, you actually taught me this. Inspiration
Uh,
is in spirit. What spirit am I in right now?
yes.
And that clicked to me so well. And after that, that's when I got up and I was like, okay, I need to do my website
Yep.
on GoDaddy. But when I'm in a creative slump, I allow myself to sit through it first. I'll go on a walk because that definitely clears my head. The sounds, the sights. But I give myself like a day or two to be in it. I'll try to do other things like sketch. Normally things that are not my medium. Like I'll go sketch or something, watch videos, just get some inspiration. But when I am in those slumps, I do my best to not be in them so long because I know that I have to create something every day. just to get out of it and help me.
Let me ask you, being that it's, what do you feel is like women in art? Like, what is your actual take on it? Like, where do you think, you have any opinion on women in art? Because this is Women History Month, and
Yeah.
so like, give me what do you feel is like how women are in art? Like, the floor is yours. So,
I feel like women are I love it. I like to see women in art because I'm not really educated on a lot of women in art. So when I come across one, it's like, oh, that's really nice. I can do this too. Like Yayoi, Lee Krasner.
yeah,
That's one of my favorites.
mhm,
Yeah, I really like to see women in art, and their art is really expressive and bold to me.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of women like in art, they really weren't like most of the gallery shows, and even now the galleries, it's like damn near 90% of what they have are male uh
Yeah.
artwork from males, uh like mainly like white males artists being dominant, and then
Yep.
you start getting other people in there. So um, I've seen the increase because I like uh, Merle Set, Mary Cassatt, Frida Kahlo, you know,
Frida
Augustus
Kahlo.
Savage. So there's so many like artists that I like, and it's
Yeah.
great work. And there's actually some female artists that are like right now are doing art, and some of them are like in their 60s, some are in their 50s. There's a bunch of them.
Wow.
I'll share some with you. These women have like been like kind of been in the background, and they're really starting to shine now. Some of
Good.
them, and they've been at it for a long time. So hopefully, things will continue to open up the way they do, and people can see
Yeah.
that there's a variety of people that create art, and there's a variety of styles, and just want
Yeah.
to stay open to that. Are you involved with any type of arts organizations, like arts group?
No, but I would like to be.
Mhm. And there are those out there. I would say like um, I would guess I would say like that, and like kind of like see get a feel for some of these maybe go to some of their events or things like that. See an arts group. Um,
Yes.
And you may not even have to search for art group because really, to tell you the truth, me and some other artists, a couple that I've already interviewed on here, we're already formulating an art group. So,
Yes.
like, you might as well say that you could be involved with that. It could be too hard for that, but that's actually something that we're doing, you know,
Okay.
and we're going to be able to, and we're all from different states. That's the good thing. So we're all going to
Nice.
be able to do legwork in our particular state, in our particular region, to help one another. And so we're going to formulate this artist group, and we're just going to see. So look for that because that is definitely happening. We're already
Okay.
talking about it
Nice.
right now. So, but I wanted to ask you, were you in it before I did it? Because I didn't want to have to publicly tell you to leave your group. But listen, let me ask you this. Speaking of groups, because that'll be a
Mhm.
part of what we do, we'll go out and we'll do vending. We'll set up, we'll go to different states, and we'll start to show our artwork as a group, um, and vending. So have you done much vending, and do you, is this something that
I
you have? And if you're pretty early starting in this, so
yeah. I've shown my art and I've vended. I can count on my hand maybe 6 times,
mhm,
but they were all in New York.
mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the one you were doing. I couldn't make it up here. I was going to try to come to it, but I
Yeah.
finished at the time. Okay, since we're talking about these women artists, so one of my favorite artists is Augusta Savage, and I'm gonna put you up. I think I got a picture of Augusta too. She was a painter and sculptor, and so the thing here, I gotta put my glasses on. Augusta Savage was an American sculptor associated with the Harlem Renaissance. She was a teacher whose studio was important to the careers of a generation of artists who would become naturally known. There's actually a link in the description for this of Augusta Savage, and I'm gonna see if I have a picture of her where I can pull up here so you can see her, probably a piece of her artwork. I do. So you can see right here, she was a sculptor, amazing
Nice.
sculptor. And the sad part is that she was unfortunately during the Harlem Renaissance era. There was a lot of
Mm,
racism and stuff during that time period, and many of her pieces of artwork, they either were destroyed or they're not known because they didn't really value her work when she was alive. A lot of people. She even
mm,
did exhibitions, and she really didn't do that well. And so she was just like people weren't ready for her. But she actually a
wow.
lot of her stuff got destroyed. So if you want to follow her story, it's Augusta Savage, and you can go in to the into the description of this video, and there's a link in there to watch a video about this beautiful, wonderful, amazing female artist. And again, and here you are, you're following in the footsteps, right along with as you are the modern day Augusta Savage. You're just doing something different, and you're carrying the baton for her, and like so many other. And I'm grateful that you've taken on uh, and decided to just uh, try to expand your creative career. And I'm proud of you,
Yes.
and I know your
Thank
family
you.
are as well. So let me get to my next. Sorry, I actually dropped. Okay. All right. As far as pricing, that's what I wanted to get into for too. Pricing. How do you
Mhm.
price your work? Or do you find it hard to price your work? Are you like,
It's
know what they
so
are?
hard, but when it comes to the clothing, it's a little more affordable. My hoodies are $80.
Hmm.
These are 80.
That's definitely reasonable.
T-shirts
And,
50.
hmm and
When
these are
it
hand
comes, yeah,
right?
hand painted.
Painted. Yep. Go
I
ahead.
used to charge 120.
For the hoodies,
Yeah,
and you charge, and then so you went up to 150.
they're 80 now.
Oh, 80.
I went down, kidding.
Oh, okay, you went down. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just rubbing my head because I ain't used to it being like this. But go ahead.
when they were 120, people were still buying them. I just
They
feel
sell
like,
a little faster at 80.
yeah, and
Okay,
I
so
just feel like it's more affordable. You know,
I get it. I get it. You know,
yeah,
not going to do any good for you to have 50, $150 shirts in there that nobody buy when you can get rid of a bunch of $80.
exactly.
But don't sell yourself too short though.
Yeah.
You got to get paid for your efforts because I don't know anybody at their job that feels like what I should get less. They're not
No.
going into the boss's office like I would like a reduction in my salary. That's what happens.
When
Yeah,
it
but
comes to my paintings, sorry,
no,
they range from 250.
I'm putting a piece up here, and
That's Splatterface. My paintings range from 250 to 1,000 currently. I have prints as well. I have stickers, posters that I make.
mhm,
Yeah,
I like these pieces right here.
that's Spikehead.
Uh-huh,
I got him right here.
uh-huh. Let me hide it. Let me see it.
This is when I first started. I was big on faces. I
Uh-huh.
don't know why, but look at the splatters in the back again.
Yeah. And
Come on.
it looks like you lose a little bit of spray paint on there too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Awesome. Have another here.
There's a paintbrush in there. That actually
Yeah.
sold. I was on in an auction for this organization that donates
Mhm.
supplies to children, and that sold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was cool.
Back up here. Going back here. logo. And you all remember, got her again, Twitter, email address, website, and Instagram.
And remember the spiral.
What was that again?
And remember the spiral.
Yes.
I love that symbol.
Uh-huh. I think we have another video I want to show of you doing some creating, and then we're
Okay.
right back here. What are those?
Those are one of my prints.
Oh, that was a print right there.
That was a print. Yeah. That's a t-shirt.
Okay.
Here's me practicing on a hoodie. I was showing my art at a show. That picture.
Okay. I like that.
Spider hoodie. Here's me in middle school
Wow.
with the Prismacolor color pencil.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, as far as is there anything right now you're working on, like currently at the moment? Anything in particular?
I'm working on this big glass piece. This is so heavy.
It's on glass.
This is glass.
Oh,
It was hanging up in the house, and my mom was trying to get rid of it. And she gave it to me because I asked. But this is like the first layer.
wow.
Got some thread on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you. I see you go heavily into the abstract, and I like that. So it's a really free flowing. You have a lot of line work in your work as well. I've seen that a lot of like different little kind of sort of like little patterns in there, but I see a consistency in some of them as well. So,
Yes. And
work.
also, I am actually going to be rebranding soon.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking of a new name.
Okay.
I
I'm
have
not
no
gonna.
idea.
Yeah, don't say anything just yet. Don't there. You know there be people and they be done took your idea because I hold my ideas close to my best. Then I let people the idea.
Yeah, guys, I'll just be rebranding soon. That's it.
Okay. So let me go on here. What is we have all the time we have a quote of the day. And so my quote of the day, artist quote of the day is again by Frida Kahlo, and is I paint flowers so they will not die. I paint flowers so they will not die. And I like that quote right there from Frida Kahlo because it is just amazing. Like, it's really, you can paint the landscape of the world that you want. So it doesn't matter what it looks like outside or anything or what's happening. You can paint beauty. You can put some beauty on a canvas if you want to, and everything else could be burning up down there. But if you got that canvas, that beautiful flower on it, it's just something. So I like this little quote from Frida Kahlo, and it's actually one of my daughters. It's one of her favorite artists. Well, she went to a exhibition they had in Philadelphia of Frida Kahlo. I couldn't make it. Yeah, but that's one of her favorite artists. Besides her dad is like, I actually she's the second favorite artist. Her dad is like number one. Yeah. So let me tell you, as we're coming close towards the end, what advice do you have for young and up and coming artists, even though you're young and up and coming artists? Like, what could you share with them that you've known so far?
Create until you die.
Read?
Just keep going. Keep going. It's gonna be like this, but you'll get where you need to go.
Awesome. Awesome. So look, I'm gonna put her social media up again. Um, Create Until You Die on Instagram, and then we have Create Until You Die on Twitter. Her email is createuntilyoudie@gmail.com, and the website is createuntilyoudie.co.
Yes.
Yes, please. Like I said, and also, if you would like to subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, please do that. Feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to donate to our channel,
Yeah.
you can via Cash App or um, actually let me put here. Eventually, I'll get a moderator. I'm always doing these things myself, but I'll have one soon. Okay, Cash App. There you go. It's at Creative KL. And if you were to uh, contribute to us, you get a free. We have one of our gifts is a uh, for $50 or more donation, you get a 8 by 10 print frame and a free coffee mug.
Nice.
For orders of for donations of I think it's $20 to 50, it's a free coffee mug, and donations I think under that it's a free print. And it's all shipping is free on all of that. So if you do donate to our website, we do have coming up on our website, we have an exhibition, or rather, I'm sorry, a art history coming up on the 13th. That's Purvis Young of Overtown, Purvis of Overtown. It's a pre-recorded podcast, and it's a documentary video about this particular artist here. So again, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we get ready to part, young lady?
I don't know. I think I said everything I need to say. Just the message is in the name.
Create Until You Die. And I don't know why this whole video gonna look like I was looking down and everything, like my eyes closed. I keep looking at the screen down there instead of looking up here.
Dang.
But I'm glad I said it a lot while I was on here so that people would be like, no, I had to look down at the ground the whole time. I had to cover that. So yes, but it was a pleasure having you on, and you know, much love. I'm gonna put my closing comments on, and talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh wow, what a wonderful interview, this young lady. Very, very talented artist. Again, I said I met in New York at my exhibition last year, and her and another young lady, we all kind of friended each other, and she's doing very well, and I've seen tremendous growth in a year. Here's my email address: is kjlartsanctuary@gmail. Log into my website, kjlartsanctuary.com. Follow me on Instagram at KJL And remember that this will rebroadcast on my YouTube channel, Artist Kenneth J. Lewis Senior channels. Okay. And my artist quote for today that I'm going to end with here is I wear myself out. Hold on, I got my glasses. I wear myself out trying to remember the orange trees so that they're not stiff, but like those I saw by Botticelli in Florence. It's a dream that won't come true. There, Morissette, one of my favorite artists. So again, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. I am so, so, so grateful, thankful that you stopped by, and much, 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 much love.